Women are vastly underrepresented in senior leadership roles in most organisations. The World Economic Forum estimate that we are 135 years away from achieving gender equality. Turning the tide on gender imbalance has never been so important. Shape Talent exists to accelerate gender equality in business and beyond. We do this by helping organisations recognise and address the invisible barriers to women's progression. When organisations undertake meaningful work to accelerate gender equality, the positive effects ripple out to society more broadly, helping to create a better future for our daughters and their daughters. For businesses, gender diversity delivers greater financial results, greater employee retention, and a more engaged and motivated workforce, a higher performance on many fronts. Yet the pace of change and progression of women to leadership roles is painfully slow. Our research shows that barriers to progression exist for women at 3 levels. And meaningful change happens when solutions target all 3 barriers. Societal barriers are the subtle and often unspoken cues and messages that we all receive over the course of our lifetime that reinforce the ways in which men and women ought to think, feel and behave. Such as the implicit gender stereotypes in most societies that men take charge and women take care. This is borne out in the fact that globally women perform 3.2 times the amount of unpaid care work as men. Organisational barriers include the hurdles experienced in the workplace, a combination of systemic barriers and cultures and norms which disadvantage women, such as less access to powerful networks and sponsors, and workplace cultures which reward those who are always available. Personal barriers relate to how women present in the workplace and what we do or don't do that might hold us back. LinkedIn data tells us that women apply for 20% fewer roles than men. As the adage goes, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And let's not forget that some women have to contend with additional layers of bias and barriers. Women from underrepresented ethnic groups, women from the LGBTQI+ community, women with a disability, women with any combination of minority attributes. For these women, the barriers are cumulative. Yet while many organisations focus their efforts on fixing women, these barriers are only one small part of the jigsaw, and focusing on these alone does not lead to meaningful change. We work with organisations to get a clear view of the barriers that are contributing to inequality in their businesses. And we help to build effective and sustainable equity, diversity and inclusion programs to effect change where it's needed most. Shape Talent works through our 6-step model to address the 3 barriers and to effect gender equality. With 2 key phases, we work with leaders and individuals to first create the climate for change and then enable the change. In this, we address both the structural and the behavioural elements required for effective change. Our expert team has delivered EDI programs for organisations across the globe, meeting the unique gender equity challenges in different cultures, organisational structures and climates. We bring the science and psychology behind gender equality, along with the organisational know-how to deliver transformational change. As gender equity consultants, we bring our evidence-based approach and a range of diagnostics to assess and determine a strategic approach to achieving your gender equity goals. If you are a CEO, talent or diversity leader who wants to make a real change in gender equality, we'd love to hear from you.